What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber. As always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. I saw the Carlee Russell movie today. Now, I had forgot that they were supposed to be making this movie, and I didn't know that the movie had been out. I ain't seen nobody really do a review on it since it's been out. But you know, on my channel, I've been covering this story extensively, and I'm going to talk about it. So the movie's on Tubi, and I think it's called The Nurse That Saw the Baby Along the Side of the Highway. It's called something along that term. The story is about Carlee Russell. Now, we all know who Carlee Russell is. Let's jump on that real quick. Carlee Russell pictured here, 25 years old, from Hoover, Alabama. She's the lady that faked her own abduction, had a community in panic, in fear. People across America was praying that this girl was found, seemed to come from a good family. All of this stuff ensued. Come to find out the whole thing was a hoax and she made it up. Now, a lot of questions ain't been answered, and the movie puts their own interjection into what they think happened. But all the same, man, she should be embarrassed. And the movie really embarrassed her. It did. Man, they played her cold the hell out. They did. And I wrote down, listen, the movie was so crazy. After the first 5 minutes, I had to go get a pen and pad, pictured here, and I had to put bullet points down of what I wanted to talk to y'all about. Now, some of y'all don't want to, ain't really into it like that. So this is a spoiler alert. I'm gonna tell y'all some of the stuff that I thought was funny and I thought was strange. They played her out, man. Listen, let's get the ball rolling on this. Before we even start, I'm going to show you the movie trailer. I found the movie trailer for this. Let's look at the movie trailer and then come back. Check it out.
Concealed. A dark-colored bathrobe, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business.
Detectives say the 25-year-old also stopped at a Target where she bought snacks that weren't found in her car when officers arrived, and say her internet search history over the last month are, quote, relevant to this case.
On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term "you have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. We're still working this case, and we've worked in this case until we uncover every piece of evidence that helps us account for the 49 hours that the was missing.
Guys, that's the trailer. And let me tell y'all, before I get into this story or what I see, let me tell y'all how I came across this. I woke up this morning and one of my subscribers, a fellow YouTuber who got his own content, y'all can go check his channel out. Shout out King Delight. King Delight sent me a text message this morning with the thumbnail of the movie trailer. I'm like, what is this? He like, I guess she got what she wanted. I said, what is he talking about? He like, Carlee Russell. So I called him on the phone. And he like, yeah, the movie out. It's on Tubi. When he said Tubi, I'm like, oh, okay, I got to go see it. I went and looked it up while he was on the phone. It's 48 minutes. I'm like, yo, let me watch this movie real quick and I'll get back with you. So shout out to King Delight for giving this video, giving me the opportunity to do this video, give it to y'all. Yo, listen. Check it out. The beginning of the movie, and I'm going to give y'all some, this is a spoiler alert. I'm going to tell y'all some stuff in the movie, so if y'all want to watch it, but we're going to laugh on this. The beginning of the movie, y'all, seriously. The opening scene is her getting her back blown out by her boyfriend in the hotel, which I thought was strange. I'm like, okay, I can tell this is like a hood movie. And shout out to 910 Productions out there in Baltimore or wherever they from, you know, that did the movie. I mean, because the movie was meant, it wasn't, the way I took it, the movie wasn't meant to be education. It was meant to be more like, you know, showing what happened and how she looked in the eyes of normal people looking at this. So they did clown her a lot, and she should be pissed. But then again, you know, but anyway, listen, they come in there, he blow her back out. After that, he's laying on the bed. She's talking to him. She got a ring on, an engagement ring or something he gave her. And she's talking about, oh, we can't keep going to the hotel and all this other stuff, right? And he just on the bed nonchalant. I mean, yeah, like real dismissive with a talk. I'm like, a normal woman wouldn't take that. The way he was acting, you know what I mean? He just feeding the BS. The reason why I brought this up, guys, is this. The movie, the first point I wanted to make is they played Carlee as a naive, over-sexualized, dim-witted girl who was a doormat for a boyfriend. That's basically how they painted her in the beginning of the movie. She's just gullible, and he just feeding her lies that a normal woman would see through, but she's just so stupid she can't figure it out. That's the first part. Now they leave the hotel. He leaves her. She says, I love you. He walks out the door, don't say nothing back. She's sitting there looking crazy. Also, we try to make it like she craves his attention so much. Like she needs male attention and validation to make herself feel good because she's insecure, right? Now, they also played her out like this because they showed her going to her job, arguing with her manager or the store owner, being at the house, studying for her exam. In her nursing exam textbooks, she got, I like, his name was Mike in the movie. I love Mike, all this little middle school doodling stuff. She can't focus. She couldn't take the highlighter and highlight a sentence. They was making her look real crazy. You know what I'm saying? Him and her on the phone, they get into an argument, whatever. He left his laptop there. He says, I'm gonna come pick my laptop up from your house. She gets on his laptop. I guess he had a Ring cam or something. She could look in his apartment, saw a girl in there or something, saw him with a girl, gets mad, calls, they get to arguing on the phone. Long story short, she's supposedly catch him cheating, and she starts to get even. She plans to get even, right? But she's mad now at this time. Later on, she's at the job after arguing with her boss. She's in there folding towels. And I'm going to tell y'all another thing too. They overemphasized her eating Cheez-Its. They showed the Cheez-Its the whole movie. And it was always a part of the plot. When she was in the house, the next day after being with the boyfriend, when she was studying, the Cheez-Its was right there. The box of Cheez-Its right there. She ate them. When she went to the job, right, and she was working, she was in there folding the towels after her and the supervisor or the owner of the spa was arguing. They had her in the room. She was mad because of her boyfriend, thinking about her boyfriend folding the towels. It showed the box of Cheez-Its right there. Like, why is she taking Cheez-Its with her and eating them all over the place? You see what I'm saying? So then, supposedly that night, she's mad. She's driving. She sees a little cafe. Supposedly, the stripper girl, he was supposed to be caught cheating with her on the Ring cam. They sitting out there. She got a baby coach. The stripper girl got a baby coach. The boyfriend is sitting over there. They in the cafe there eating while the baby sleep. Carlee sees him and rolls up on him. She jump out the car. She going off. Her and the girl going back and forth. The dude standing there, you know, the typical goofy stuff when dudes get caught. Chill, chill. What is you doing? Chill. Carlee Russell utters these words out of her mouth. She said, he's a thought. She said, you out here playing house with this chick? But she was a little bit more vulgar. She said, she's a thought. I'm not. She's poor and broke. I'm rich. Get up and let's go. She tried to give my man orders. My man dismissed her. Put her in, she go back in the car, right? Because her and the girl about to fight. She get in the car. All of a sudden, she going crazy. She grabbed the steering wheel. All the crazy stuff they do in movies. So anyway, right? She go home. She looking at Liam Neeson, right? She gets drunk. This is how they played her out. She's in the house thinking about everything that transpired at the cafe. She gets drunk off of wine. She's drinking wine and she got like wine coolers or some kind of Mike's Hard Lemonade beer, can of beer or something. She's getting plastered. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, the cheeses and stuff is there. And she gets up, she starts dancing all erotic and shit and shit. Anyway, that's how they played her out. But she devises this plan, supposedly of doing all the stuff she did. Now, it skips forward, right? This is the part that cracks me up. They had the 911 call, like they was imitating the 911 call. Now, you know she had a red Mercedes car. She lies to the 911 operator when she's talking about what she's seen with the baby running on the highway and all this on the side of the highway and stuff, and turns it around and says she has an Infiniti SUV instead of the car she had, which I don't know if that's true or not, because I mean, I never heard that. But anyway, they were just doing little things like that, where they were like making it weird, like she was thinking as she was going. She jumps out the car, y'all. First, she called 911. They made it like first she called 911 and reported this thing. You remember that? Then she called her sister and then did the screaming thing like, somebody took her, and then the phone goes dead. Prior to this stuff, they showed her that day before the nighttime. They showed that day walking the path and seeing what she was going to do. Like she was calculating, figuring out what to do. So this is where all this came from. So she gets out the car, runs through this thing, goes through the path, right? When she ran through the path, it wasn't even a wooded path, like a tunnel, like that tunnel over there that was in Hoover, Alabama, that they showed her going through, like when JLR shot up, JLR, he showed that little path. It was a subway tunnel like with lights in it. She took her hair off, right? And when she took her hair off, she laid it down on the ground and she was like doing like this, like stay, like the hair was going to move. I'm like, they making her look real stupid. She runs through the woods with her pocketbook, runs through the tunnel, then takes the pocketbook, puts the pocketbook down, takes her cell phone, pulls a bad wig out, right? Because she had the stocking cap on, throw the bad wig over her head, and then runs through the hotel. Now, the whole time she's at the hotel, right, she's watching what's going on. And I believe she was doing that. Something came up to where they were saying, hey, once everything started turning around and people were saying, hey, this don't sound right, it might be a hoax. And she felt as though she was busted. The way they said it was she went home. She was going home. She said, okay, I got to go home. She didn't have enough time to think and plan. Now, let me tell you something. The whole time she's in that hotel room, y'all, this was her diet. Nature Valley granola bars, Cheez-Its, and Slim Jims. Who in their right mind could survive off of that for the week? And then she having shopping cart. What is that thing called when you do the shopping cart thing online and they bring this stuff? They're dropping the stuff off at her hotel door. Anyway, make a long story short, she finds out that the whole thing, she's not looking too good and people are not believing that she's gone no more. She panics. In broad daylight, guys, she had the spa salon thing on, the spa robe, no clothes on, high knee, white athletic socks, and she's running down the street trying to get home, all the while like creeping like this in broad daylight near regular roads and stuff. I'm like, why are you doing it like that? Anyway, she winds up getting home when it's dark. Dirty ass socks. Now she gets there, right? She takes the wig off. She fixes herself. Then she runs through the house. It skips everything after that. Goes to the detective. The detective says, listen, it's a black detective in there. They interviewed her in the house. Remember, she was interviewed in the hospital. So they didn't want to make it too obvious. While she's getting interviewed by the dude, right? The detective standing there, he keep looking at her. She pouring a whole bottle of wine in a wine glass, drinking it, right? When she started telling the story, dude was like, listen, I'm a professional. What you're saying is not adding up. Out of the blue, when she was feel like she was getting busted, she was like, I got a confession. Out of the blue, the dude was looking at her. She was like, you want some Cheez-Its? He was like, no, I don't want Cheez-Its. She had a Cheez-It there in a confession. But anyway, listen. They made the boyfriend look stupid too. They had him with a white do-rag on, hanging down, untied. He had a stripper fetish. He's in the strip club with hundreds of dollars, right? The strippers are dancing and they're his therapist. He's telling his life problems to the strippers and stuff. Carlee Russell, while he's in there in one scene when he's in front of the stripper, Carlee Russell is texting him like as if somebody has her captive and is like the kidnapper saying, Carlee's in a lot of pieces scattered all over the highway. She's dead because of you. Ha ha ha. The guy looked at him and was like, Then it goes back. It goes back a little bit when Carlee Russell was in the hotel room. She was talking to somebody with their voice disguised, and God was like, hey, listen, you're on your own with this. Do not put my name in it and all this other stuff. Now, I don't know if that thing has anything to do with the story. I think they was trying to like fill in some of the gaps that we don't know of what happened. But anyway, make a long story short, she gets home. The guy interviews her. She offers some Cheez-Its. Then they go through and then they show Carlee Russell locked up like with like a bathrobe, a towel-like bathrobe on, and she's talking and like real diminutive in her mind and just acting real psychotic. And then she looks at the camera and smiles and goes off. It's nothing but a 48-minute film. I mean, if you want to go watch it to get a laugh, it's funny. But I mean, as far as like some real content, like, you know, educational content, or like what really happened, like a documentary, it's not like that. But they made her look crazy. And my thing is, they made that movie fast. They made that movie really fast, guys. And she goes to trial on March 18th. I don't know if that's going to have an impact on her, because just watching that and the silliness and a lot of it lined up with what we think she did. Because it's a misdemeanor, she can only face up to a year in jail. She do, with the effect that it had on a lot of people and brought up a lot of hurt with a lot of old victims that really suffered, and a lot of black women that are really missing right now, where there's no clue of where they're at. And like a lot of people don't think they're getting looked for the, you know, the right way. I believe she should face prison time. I said that. Now, one thing they did not show in the movie was her parents. And I think they did that for a reason. But they did show the lawyer. He had the same exact suit on. It was some guy dressed in makeup trying to act like him. They made the lawyer all skeevy and stuff, like doing crazy stuff. Had the girl with him, the thick chick that be with him smiling with the glasses. Cole played him out, man. Made him look bad. I'm like, why y'all do him like that? He just representing her. But anyway, yo, if y'all get a chance to go see this movie, man, go see the movie, man. It's funny. It's on Tubi. It's free. You just got to deal with ads every 5 minutes. But it's hilarious. You will laugh. I mean, you can see it's one of those dark hood type movies. But man, they played the boyfriend out. They definitely played Carlee Russell out. And, you know, I covered the case. So March 18th, I'll be tuning in to see what goes on, and we'll hit it up with another video. Everything's quiet all on the Carlee Russell front right now. But this movie is crazy. A lot of people haven't seen it because they ain't really been pushed like that. But if you get a chance to see it, guys, go see it and then comment in the comments of what you thought of it, because it's hilarious. You got to go check it out. But anyway, I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. I just want to share that with you. It's hilarious. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.